Hello and welcome to another edition of Trotsky or Bust. Today is June 7th, I guess D-Day plus one. I haven't been on for a while, so I just figured I'd do a quick one today. It's about a few people or organizations that are full of shit, but why not talk about them? And it's regarding the same topic. Israel, Palestine. Like there's such a thing as a Palestine. And the first one is the George Galloway. I don't know if those of you this side of the pond in the United States have heard of George Galloway. He's on RT. He used to be a member of parliament in Britain, and he'll criticize it. He'll lie about Israel. He doesn't criticize it. He'll lie about Israel. So it's very to disprove most of the bullshit that he says, almost all the bullshit that he says. And he has a charity, Viva Palestine, Viva Palestine, and it's received, I guess, over £1 million in charity. It's about 1.27 million dollars. And guess what? It never reached the Palestinians. What a shock! What a surprise! Those of you who have seen previous episodes where I did what a scam the Palestinian cause has become, where I mean, 1.27 million dollars is chump change. There's people who have embezzled over, $2.5 billion. So George Galloway, hey, he needs some money too. I mean, he's got to pay for stuff. He's got bills. I mean, don't. And it's a very easy thing to do. You just play on people's anti-Semitism. That's all the Palestinian cause is. There's no there. It's a bogus cause. And anybody who tells you otherwise, either A, has not investigated thoroughly, or B, is just an anti-Semite who will never be convinced. And don't try to ever convince them. No Jew should ever convince him. And one Jew who did Bernie Sanders, Bernie has to do it. He has to placate the fake far left with their anti-Semitism. And who does he attack? Netanyahu, Bibi Netanyahu, who I am no fan of Bibi Netanyahu. He called him a reactionary, blah, blah, blah. He's an extremist. True, true. Netanyahu is an extremist. Now, Bernie Sanders, your initials are BS. All right? Why? Do this for me, Bernie. Name one Arab leader more moderate than Benny Netanyahu. One Arab leader. You want to call Netanyahu an extremist? Fine. Name one Arab leader more moderate than him. All right? Name him or admit that BS is a very appropriate initials for you. Don't get into this shit, Bernie. Don't you know better? He says his family died in the Holocaust, and he equates Israel's actions to that. Really, Bernie, come on. There, don't do it. And I see other Jews online attacking Israel. Remember the most important thing. Remember the Jewish ghetto police. They were all in the ghettos in Warsaw and Lodz, all the ghettos. They had the Jewish ghetto police. What happened to them in the end? What happened to them? They went to the gas chamber with everybody else. Now, you think I'm talking crazy? It's history. They did. Palestinian cause is different. No, there's no Palestinian cause. It's fueled by anti-Semitism. There's no such thing as a Palestinian or an Iraqi or a Syrian. They're all Arabs. It's all bullshit cause. And George Galloway's doing good. I'm sure he's got some nice Swiss bank accounts there. So hey, and I'd be remiss if I didn't name my favorite restaurant, McDonald's. Mick fucking Donald. A friend of mine years ago, he didn't even call him McDonald. More accurately, he called him McPuke. McPuke, which is exactly what they are. It's disgusting food, and it's not even cheap. I mean, you go there because you drive through because there's nothing else, and you get their breakfast, and it's not cheap. McDonald's is not cheap. You can go to other places. Go to some some burger place, family burger place, and they're a lot cheaper and a lot better. Anyhow, they decided to boycott the West Bank. Can't have Well, which to me doesn't make sense because most of the people in the West Bank are religious. I don't know if McDonald's has a kosher menu. Probably they do in Israel. God knows. They're going to boycott the West Bank because the West Bank, you can't have Jews there. It has to be Jew free, Juden free. I mean, Jews can live in. I mean, imagine if a Jew was not allowed to live in Paris, France. If they made a new city law, it would be headlines throughout the world. But in the West Bank, oh no, 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 no. You don't blame the Palestinians. You blame the Jews. Jews are not allowed to live there. They are not allowed to live. It has to be Juden free. Juden free. Illegal settlements. Illegal. Juden free. Yeah, if Jews were alive, saying back then, it's one of these Nazi areas that they declared Juden free. I guess, hey, you're illegally alive. What a fucking asshole. Now I know they have to give back the West Bank if they want peace, but unfortunately, come on. Again, name one Arab leader more moderate than Netanyahu. Doesn't exist. People, you cannot be tolerant of the intolerant, and that's what they're doing here. There's no reason why Jews who have lived in Hebron or Hebron, Jerusalem for thousands of years cannot live there, other than admit that you're a fucking anti-Semite. Why is it Juden free? Why are Jews not allowed to live in certain areas? Why? Because Arabs are still in the 7th century. That you're okay with that? All right. That's my. It's Friday night. Shabbat shalom. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in that. So, you know, don't even want to get into that. American politics, nothing's happening. Joe Biden is falling in the polls. What a surprise. Um, Everybody knew he would. He's already flipping his position on Hyde Amendment. That says the government should not pay for abortions. He's going to flip his position. Flip his position on a lot of things. And he's not even a serious player. I don't even want to talk about Joe Biden. And that's about it. I don't even want to talk about American politics. It's easier to talk about. American politics is such bullshit. It's like we're hoping that Bernie wins, and Bernie's one of them. So I don't even care. I hope that Joe Biden, or I hope that I don't know, Camilla. It won't be well. Maybe it'll be Camilla Harris. Probably. Right now, my money would be on Elizabeth Warren because she talks like Bernie, even though everyone knows it's bullshit. And she's a woman, and Bernie's a white man, even though Joe Lieberman was a Jew because he's a corporatist, but Bernie's a white man. Anyhow, that's it. Tell me what you think. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Hit the hammer and sickle, subscribe, and that's it. Trotsky's out. Bye.